Today we will be discussing about rectangular potential barrier. Now let us consider the one dimension problem where the potential barrier is defined as Vx equal to 0 for x is less than 0, Vx equal to V0 for 0 is less than x is less than a, and Vx equal to 0 for x greater than a. Here we have potential barrier between x equal to 0 and x equal to a. If a particle having energy less than V0, that is if E is less than V0, approaching this barrier from the left, that is from first region, classically the particle will always be reflected and hence will not penetrate the barrier. However, wave mechanics predicts that the particle has some probability of penetrating to region third. The probability of penetration being greater if V0 minus E and A are smaller. Moreover, if E is greater than V0, classical mechanics predicts that the particle will always be transmitted. While according to wave mechanics, the particle has a finite probability of transmission and hence it is not certain that the particle will penetrate the barrier. To solve the problem, let us write three Schrodinger equations, one from each region. So for first region, I can say that del 2 psi 1 upon del x square plus 2m upon h cross square into E psi 1 is equal to 0. And the Schrodinger equation for second region will be del 2 psi 2 upon del x square plus 2m upon h cross square into E minus V0 psi 2 is equal to 0. And Schrodinger equation for third region is del 2 psi 3 upon del x square plus 2m upon h cross square into E psi 3. This is equal to 0. Here psi 1 and psi 2 and psi 3 are the wave function for first, second and third region respectively. This is the first region, this is second region, this is third region. So the general solution of these equation may be written as psi 1 is equal to psi 1 is equal to a1 e raised to power iota p1 x upon h cross plus b1 e raised to power minus iota p1 x upon h cross. Psi 2 is equal to a2 e raised to power iota p2 x upon h cross plus b2 e raised to power minus iota p2 x upon h cross. Psi 3 is equal to a3 e raised to power iota p1 upon p1 x upon h cross plus b3 e raised to power minus iota p1 x upon h cross, where p1 and p2, the moments of particles in the corresponding region, are given by P1 is equal to under root 2me and P2 is equal to under root 2m into E minus V0. A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3 are constant to be determined by boundary conditions. Now, in this equation, psi 1 is equal to A1 e raised to power iota P1 x upon h cross plus B1 into e raised to minus iota P1 x upon h cross. The first term represents the wave traveling along positive x-axis in the first region, that is it is the incident wave, and second term represents the wave traveling along negative x-axis, that is wave reflected at x equal to 0. In this equation, the first term represents the wave traveling along positive x-axis in second region, that is the wave transmitted at x equal to 0, and second term represents the wave traveling along negative x-axis in second region, that is wave reflected at x equal to a. Now in third equation, psi 3, the first term represents the wave traveling along positive x-axis in third region, that is the wave transmitted at x equal to a, and the second term represents the wave traveling along negative x-axis in third region. But no wave travels back from infinity in third region. Consequently, B3 will be equal to 0. So that the solution of this equation will be psi 3 is equal to a3 e raised to power iota p1 x upon h cross. Now for evaluating the constants a1, b1, a2, b2 and a3, we shall apply the condition at two boundaries x equal to 0 and x equal to a. one condition that psi must be continuous at the boundaries, that is psi 1 is equal to psi 2 at x equal to 0 and psi 2 is equal to psi 3 at x equal to a. The other condition is that del psi upon del x must be continuous at these boundaries, that is del psi 1 upon del x is equal to del psi 2 upon del x at x equal to a, and del psi 2 upon del x is equal to del psi 3 upon del x at x equal to a. Now applying these boundary conditions, we get a1 plus b1 is equal to a2 plus b2. Let this be equation number 1. And a2 e raised to power iota p2a upon h cross plus b2 e raised to power minus iota p2a upon h cross is equal to a3 e raised to power iota p1a upon h cross. Now if we differentiate psi 1 with respect to x, that is we will calculate del psi 1 upon del x, del psi 2 upon del x and del psi 3 upon del x, and applying the boundary conditions, we get a1 minus b1 is equal to p2 upon p1 a2 minus b2. And similarly a2 e raised to power iota p2a upon h cross minus b2 e raised to power minus p2a upon h cross, this is equal to p1 upon p2 a3 e raised to power iota p1a upon h cross. Now solving 1 and 3, we get a1 is equal to a2 upon 2 1 plus p2 upon p1 plus b2 upon 2 1 minus p2 upon p1, and b1 is equal to a2 upon 2 1 minus p2 upon p1 plus b2 upon 2 1 minus 1 plus p2 upon p1. And similarly solving these two equations number 2 and 4, we get a2 is equal to a3 upon 2 1 plus p1 upon p2 into e raised to power iota p1 minus p2 a upon h cross, and b2 is equal to a3 upon 2 1 minus p1 upon p2 e raised to power iota p1 plus p2 a upon h cross. So a3 upon a1 will be equal to now putting these values of a2 and b2 in this equation, we will get value of a3 upon a1. So upon solving this equation, finally we will get a3 upon a1 is equal to 2 p1 p2 hyperbolic sec iota p2a upon h cross into e raised to power minus iota p1a upon h cross upon p1 square plus p2 square hyperbolic tan e raised to hyperbolic tan iota p2a upon h cross plus 2 p1 p2. Now the complex conjugate of above equation will be written as a3 star upon a1 star, this is equal to minus 2 p1 p2 hyperbolic sec iota p2a upon h cross into e raised to power iota p1a upon h cross upon p1 square plus p2 square hyperbolic tan iota p2a upon h cross minus 2 p1 p2. Since we have p2 star is equal to minus iota under root 2m v0 minus e, which is equal to minus p2, and p2 star square is equal to p2 square. So transmittance or the transmission coefficient will be given by capital T is equal to magnitude of transmitted current upon magnitude of incident current. We can write it as a3 upon a1 a3 star upon a1 into p1 upon m into p1 upon m. So we will get a3 star upon a1 square. Putting these values in this equation, we will get the transmission coefficient as minus 4 p1 square p2 square hyperbolic sec iota p2a upon h cross p1 square plus p2 square whole square hyperbolic tan square iota p2a upon h cross minus 4 p1 square p2 square. Similarly, the reflectance of the barrier or the reflection coefficient will be given by magnitude of reflected current upon magnitude of incident current, which will be equal to b1 star upon a1 star. Keeping in mind that p2 star is equal to minus p2, finally on solving this equation we will get capital R will be equal to p1 square minus p2 square whole square hyperbolic tan square iota p2a upon h cross p1 square plus p2 square whole square hyperbolic tan square iota p2a upon h cross minus 4 p1 square p2 square. The reflection coefficient R may also be obtained by the fact that we know that R plus T is equal to 1, so we can say that R is equal to 1 minus T. Thank you.